Orbi blessing is older than the invention of the television. Nevertheless, most people today receive the blessing via media. Every year, Catholics all over the world gather around their televisions, radios, and internet live streams to be present when the Pope blesses Urbi et Orbi, the city of Rome and the world.
Urbi et Orbi. Das sind so komische Titel. Woher kommen die?
Urbi et Orbi might sound unusual, but let me explain what it means. This term refers to a special and most solemn blessing that a pope can offer. The blessing is traditionally given from the loggia, the blessing balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, immediately after the pope's election. Additionally, it is bestowed during Easter and Christmas, precisely at midday and always in Latin.
Gespendet.
The tradition of Urbi et Orbi blessings began in the 13th century and developed over the centuries. The blessing is reserved for the most solemn occasions, such as Easter and Christmas. It's also one of the first acts performed by a newly elected pope.
Aber es ist möglich, das werden wir auch im Heiligen Jahr sehen.
It's possible, as we'll see in the Jubilee 2025, for special occasions to prompt the Pope to impart the Urbi et Orbi blessing. A memorable instance was during the 2020 COVID pandemic. In March 2020, Pope Francis offered this blessing, standing alone in an empty St. Peter's Square, a powerful and unforgettable image. Exceptionally, the blessing included the Eucharist, Urbi et Orbi, which isn't usually done. In the presence of the Salus Populi Romani icon, a revered Marian image in Rome, and the Roman plague cross. This moment touched people worldwide, truly becoming a profound symbol of hope.
Und das war wirklich ein großes Zeichen der Hoffnung.
The Urbi et Orbi blessing is also associated with a Plenary Indulgence.
Throughout the centuries of church history, indulgences always have been linked to forgiveness. We understand that everyone who sincerely repents and asks God for forgiveness will receive it, a promise secured in the sacrament of penance through Jesus. However, sins often carry consequences, requiring amends. This concept introduces the idea of punishments for sins, leading to a distinction between the forgiveness of sin and the repayment for its consequences. This practice has evolved to the point where we talk about sin debt being settled over time. In contemporary penitential practice, we refer to plenary indulgences and partial indulgences. A plenary indulgence is comprehensive, addressing not just the sin, but also the guilt associated with it. A partial indulgence, on the other hand, covers only a portion of the sin and its guilt, though not specified in detail.
To receive a plenary indulgence during the Urbi et Orbi blessing, individuals must do the following: fully detach from all sin, confess their sins, partake in Holy Communion, and pray for the intentions of the Pope.
Et benedictio Dei omnipotentis, Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti, descendat super vos, et maniat semper.
Amen.
The indulgence is available not just to those physically present in St. Peter's Square for the Urbi et Orbi blessing, but also to anyone who devoutly participates through radio, television, or the internet.
Für uns Katholiken ist dann am Ende.
For us Catholics, it's important to remember, after celebrating Easter Sunday, let's turn on the television at 12 noon and tune into EWTN. Then we'll await the apostolic blessing, Urbi et Orbi, when the Pope extends God's blessing to the entire world.
Spendet.
The good news is, every Catholic has the opportunity to receive a plenary indulgence from 8 days before to 8 days after the Urbi et Orbi blessing. Therefore, Easter isn't just the most significant time of the year, it's also a prime moment for reconciliation with God.